listen up. The rendezvous point is the shingle at the top of the beach. Use those defilades and keep moving. Do not stop until you reach the shingle. Clear the boat! Go! 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 Keep moving!
Welcome to the Company of Heroes review by Horsefeather Gaming. I'm Alex. Company of Heroes is an RTS by Relic Entertainment, published by THQ, which is now defunct, unfortunately. The game has a campaign mode, tutorial of course, skirmish mode, and multiplayer. Today I'm going to be showing you mostly the skirmish mode. Personally, the campaign is mostly for getting to know the various units. So, let's get started. This is your base, which you will be relying on a lot in Company of Heroes. You can expand your base with various building types, though truly no more than one of each is needed. Each building type allows the production of different types of units and different upgrades, as shown. Each upgrade enhances the effectiveness of a unit in various ways. The main base is key. You will find yourself garrisoning various buildings that you come across, allowing you to secure various positions further up on the battlefield. After you've garrisoned a building, you can upgrade it to a forward command center, allowing you to produce any units, except for tanks, that you could produce at your base buildings. Personally, the graphics in this game are top-notch, as you can hopefully see here. The detail on the units is superb, as are the details on the ground, structures, and all the other various textures. Along with base building and unit production, in Company of Heroes there is also an almost RPG-like element of skill trees. And here, you can see I've chosen the Armored Company. There is also Airborne and Infantry companies. Once you gain enough experience, as shown by the green bar, you can spend it on various abilities, allowing you to enhance the effectiveness of your units or call in new units that normally wouldn't be available, as shown here. Another feature of Company of Heroes is the ability for infantry units to retreat. Once you order a unit to retreat, it'll start running back to your main base. While it's doing so, it won't be able to attack enemy units, and you won't be able to command it, but it will also take significantly less damage, allowing you to return it to your base and rearm it as necessary. Luckily, this is quite a simple process. Whenever a unit takes casualties, as shown here, all you have to do is click on the white button showing a figure and a plus sign. This will slowly build reinforcements for that unit, one at a time, allowing you to rebuild any units that might have taken damage in combat. Another nice feature of Company of Heroes is the destructible terrain, as shown here. Much of the damage shown can and will be caused by any combat that might occur in the area, especially between armored vehicles. Yet another key feature in Company of Heroes is the suppression system. When an infantry unit comes under heavy fire, it will drop to the ground, move more slowly, and be unable to return fire until the enemy fire lets up on them, as shown here. In Company of Heroes, there are other units other than base infantry, as shown by this sniper. In this game, micro is key to success with these units. Now, contrary to what I might have shown so far, you can play as both the Americans and the Germans in skirmish mode. Though the Americans are a better choice for a beginner, the Germans get armor much quicker and have slightly more effective units, so the Americans are more well-rounded. Now, though Company of Heroes is a very good game, it does have some flaws. Along with the absolute abysmal armored pathfinding for armored vehicles, there are also some very big historical inaccuracies. As shown here, infantry are essentially helpless against heavy armor. Even the German Stug, one of the first vehicles that the Germans get, and believe me, they get it very early, it can take as many as 6 or 7 satchel charges to destroy it, which is ridiculous. Along with that, there's also the fact that every time you throw a satchel charge, it almost always hits the engine. It never does damage to any other part of the tank. As you can see, it damaged the engine and then it destroyed it. Another historical inaccuracy is the effectiveness of anti-tank. Historically, anti-tank guns rarely, if ever, penetrated the armor of the tank, meaning you could take up to a dozen shells to even damage it. In this game, anti-tank guns almost always penetrate, leading to extreme damage to the tanks, and wiping them out ridiculously quickly, as you can see here. Along with the overpowered anti-armor and the underpowered infantry, there's also a very big tendency for you to be holed up in your base for much of the game. Once you start losing, it can take quite a while for you to finally be defeated, either by the AI or by a human opponent. However, in the end, this game is very good and ridiculously fun. You can play the skirmish mode for hours, and if you manage to find anyone on multiplayer, you'll have a blast. So I give the final verdict an 8 out of 10. Thank you for watching. I'm Alex of Horse Feather Games. Have a good night, or morning, or evening, or whenever you're watching. Have a good one. P.S. I apologize for the low quality of this video. Yeah, sorry.